Why, hello, everybody. It is your friendly neighborhood Gunter Artemis getting ready to sign on with some Vampire the Masquerade. And we are going to hop into the Discord. Reminder, I will not be able to respond to chat verbally, but I will be chatting in the chat. So keep that in mind. We're going to head over right now. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Okay. Oof. How's your guys' day?
Um, I was doing schoolwork and then we were at Blood's niece's, I guess my niece too, her first birthday, and that was fun.
Sounded super fun.
Oh yeah.
Heyo.
Jesus,
Hello.
scared me. How are you, Crash?
Pretty good today. Pretty good. How about everyone else?
Pretty good. Tired for some reason, and
I feel that deep in my soul.
yeah, not too excited about tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
The extra shift I picked up and the start of my full time.
Good luck.
Yep. And next week, I gotta work fucking Black Friday, and not that I had a choice. They said every requesting a time off for Black Friday is blacked out. You must be available at any time during the day. Everyone is
That makes
expected.
sense.
I remember when I lived in Atlanta. I had to work fucking Black Friday. It was awful. I worked at Walmart.
Oh, God bless.
At
They
least,
didn't tell us until after our shift was over that someone got shot in the parking lot.
fuck.
What? How do you not tell employees that important piece of information?
Because they didn't want to start a panic. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a good thing they decided to just take what they wanted from the person they shot and leave.
Yeah.
That was a crazy Walmart to work at, anyways. I don't miss living there.
Fair.
That was also the place where I lived at, where I had my original like $3,000 collection of figures and video game shit stole. So
Jesus.
That does not sound like a good time at all.
no, it was not. But some good things came out of it. It got my wife out of the living situation he was in with her abusive stepfather. So
Well, that is
it,
good.
it's fair trade.
Yeah.
Only fair trade about me working Black Friday is I get to dress up as the Grinch. And that way, if I'm grumpy with customers, I can play it off as I was being the Grinch.
Are we
There you go.
talking
You were
Jim?
just in character.
We talking Jim Carrey Grinch or Cumberbatch?
Huh? Oh yeah, I
Huh?
forgot Cumberpatch did the Grinch, the cartoon one.
Yes, he did.
But
Neither
like
one.
the
Go ahead.
the special from like the 90s?
No, no.
Jim
No,
Carrey did the live
they
action, and no, they redid the cartoon.
yeah.
The,
The people that make the Minions and all that did their version of it and had Benedict Cumberbatch play the Grinch.
I didn't know that existed. Okay.
Yep.
I think of the TV special when I think the animated one.
I'm doing TV special, kind of. It's like, it's a onesie that I got from work, and I am wearing that to work.
So you're
Everyone's
going.
Oh, yes.
everyone's dressing up, or at least anyone who wants to participate. Plus, I get free lunch. It's just pizza.
Nice.
Just
It's pretty
pizza.
cool.
Yeah, it's just pizza, but I'm working an 8-hour
Pizza's better
shift.
than nothing.
8-hour shift with free lunch. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pizza is much better than nothing.
Well, they make sure our break room is filled with snacks, anyways, that anyone can have. They get good snacks. So
I see. Well, for all of our people who are watching here and who may have
But
missed last week's episode /
Blood.
missed yes.
Don't forget to post your link in your chat.
yeah, pin the
Yes, I
pit.
have to get that. Thank
This,
you. Give me 1 second.
while you do that, this stream is a charity stream today, guys. We are doing a charity stream for Toys for Tots, which Rose and Roland are doing hosting. If you donate, you'll be entered to win a $20 game, and all the donations go to help Toys for Tots, which Rose and Roland will be doing a little video of them getting all the gifts and dropping them off.
And you get your name and put on one of these cool ornaments here. And you can put on this Christmas tree here.
And we've reached the goal of $300. We are over that.
We are over that. We are at 310. But the more you guys give, it means the more stuff we get to buy the kids. And I don't care whether I show up with $300 worth of toys or I show up with $1,000 worth and I have to look at them like, yeah, I'm going to need somebody to help me unload the car. Be like, see the 2 cars there? Everything in it comes out.
Just 2 for $1,000 worth of toys?
If you
And
raise
so
a
you don't
grant,
have
I'll fly
children,
in.
we do it. You'll fly in and help us out.
I think we're all.
At that point, we
Community
might
gives you
get some
$1,000.
bigger toys. Yeah, I think at that point we'll upgrade from going to Five Below. We'll go to like actual Toys R Us and be like, you know what? Let's load up here too.
And I think we're
I
all
hate
flying
to be the one
in.
to tell you, but I don't think there's Toys R Us for us anymore.
There's a few still left. There's some that reopened. Don't
Yeah,
know.
there's a
I
few
don't
that
think
pop
we have
back up.
any in our area.
That's fine. We'll drive.
Just watch it.
Oh my goodness! And somebody just donated. I believe I know this is Crash. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Aha. That is a wonderful first name, by the way.
He's trying to get me playing.
I will drive over there and help too.
Everyone just magically shows up. I'm like, oh god. My social anxiety be like, oh well, we're doing this now. And Crash, what color would you like for your name on the board as well?
Just give me one. I'm good with anything.
All right. And now that we are all set up and we're all good here, let's do a little recap for all of the people who may have missed the last stream and who for some reason did not think to go check on YouTube to see the VODs. bad people. Last episode, our coterie was finally realizing that they needed to stop following orders, that they were done just being pets. So they set off on their own. They went and got their truck modified. They called in some favors, and they went to a bar they were very, very familiar with. But while they were there, Nyx and the one Nosferatu, Jack, went outside to have a smoke. And as they were out back having a smoke in the alley, there was a sound of an explosion, screaming, and fleeing humans running towards them. They quickly ran inside, they gathered the rest of the group, and they headed off towards that direction. But as they were going there, they could see that it was nothing but blood, chaos, and fires, as local New Orleans residents had their homes firebombed and destroyed. But they realized that this was a distraction. So they pushed forward, and they found their way to the St. Louis Cemetery, where upon arrival, they found a procession of witches and vampires, all walking together, going deeper into the cemetery. And as they got closer towards the older parts of the cemetery, where the gravestones are barely readable at this point, it was discovered that Nyx's longtime friend slash mother figure, Morgana, was siding with Christina, one of the 4 hierarchy of the Autotarchs faction. And Nyx tried to plead with her. She tried to get her to not go against her. She tried to hope that she could break through to her. But as she strapped Nyx down to an altar, burned her with silver, and slowly started to plunge a silver dagger through her chest, Sergei had to make a choice. And he decided he was going to save his friend, even if it meant that someone close to her had to die. He threw a car door, kind of in a Captain America fashion. He was trying to pull back. He was hoping he wasn't going to absolutely destroy her. But the door hit, and it hit hard, leaving Morgana as a crumpled up body, void of life left on the ground.
And that shield not only hit her, but it hit Nyx's emotions.
And while that fight was going on, Sable and West were in the middle of a fight with Christina. Christina was stabbing into West. She had him pretty low. He was barely holding on. But after Sable beat her down well enough and thought she could leave her subdued, she was going over to check on Nyx, and Sergei was going to tie up Christina. But hunger and the beast overtook West. He ended up feeding on Christina, and he fed on her to a point that is a sin amongst the vampires. He fed until she was completely dead, diablerizing her and stealing her precious powers. To which Max had no choice at that point. He has always followed the rules. He has always obeyed the laws of the Vampire Society. He opened fire at West. But with his newfound abilities, West got away. And rather than pursue, Max silently wished him good luck and went back to attend to Nyx. Thank you, Richie, for the follow. Thank you very much. But as they were comforting Nyx, as they were trying to help her process everything that just happened, and Sable had called a cleanup crew, Max got a message telling him that there was an attack on the sanctuary. They sped off as quick as they could. They dropped off Nyx in the witches' quarters, where she could have the witches help take care of Morgana's body, as well as heal the very ominous black magic wound to her stomach. And as Max, Sergei, and Sable arrived at the sanctuary, it was ablaze. The windows blown out. It was on fire. And a single person walked out the front door. I say person, but they were charred, blackened, and still slightly smoldering. After they were quickly put out, they realized that it was Juliette Parr, the vampire in charge of the council here. She whispered that the prince had been here and they were kidnapped. And as the group went to try and find them, they saw a black SUV speed off into the night with Erica, Derek, and Griff inside of it. They laughed and cheered on and waved them goodbye as they drove off. But before they got fully out of sight, they could see that the prince had stuck her head outside of the car. They realized she was kidnapped. The group, realizing that there was nothing else they could do tonight, with the sun fast rising, and realizing that they are outmanned completely, they retired back to Max's home, preparing for the fight ahead, preparing for what they were going to do. But not even Max was truly sure what he wanted to do. And that is where we left off. Max, I believe you had a special request from me earlier before the stream.
Absolutely. So, feeling very. So,
You're slightly cutting out. 1 second. Try to check your mic.
sure.
All right, give us another try there. We lost Max altogether.
Hello, hello.
There we go. We hear you.
Yeah, and if you need me to, I can.
Can.
Test.
Yep, I hear.
Let me know when.
Say the phrase, I like big bootied girls.
I do like big booty girls.
Perfect. That came out perfectly clear. You're a go.
Just like what's better than booty? It's a
I mean, I'm a boob person, but you know,
well, they're not mutually exclusive.
that is
You
true.
tend to have the other.
Well, very well. It seems the mic issue is fixed. Go ahead.
So Max is going to the basement. It has a literal padded cell in the basement where
Mhm.
this is a little routine. I don't like to do, but it is helpful and powerful. So I have a vessel ready to go. She injects herself with we're gonna call them narcotics. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be. And then I feed on them in my somebody.
I do apologize. It seems you keep cutting out again. And for Rowan, I can hear all of your clicking down there.
Let me try to restart this.
Gotcha. Hello, Sniffer. Hello. Welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? Yes, Sniffer! Welcome to the party here. We are having our fun with our Vampire the Masquerade stream here. We are currently dealing with a bit of an audio bug. We were having a slight issue there. So we are missing one member, but he'll be back shortly. Doing good. How about you? Doing great. We are on chapter 6 of our 8-part series. So we're almost there. We are doing these for Toys for Tots, and we have been pushing very, very hard to make it through. We actually reached our goal last stream where we hit $300, but we are still pushing forward because you know what? Any more that we can raise for kids, I'm happy to do. Perfect. Shut up. Still work. But if I'm a little too quiet to you guys, I do apologize. It is because being the story player, I am being a little more silent, trying to keep the game rolling.
Let's try that. Test.
Sounds better. And indeed, $300. Yeah.
Hey, it's for the kids, so it's for a good cause. The only reason I'm telling you that is because it's giving me an opportunity to talk at length. Rose.
It is weird. It like sometimes clips off like the end of your words.
Okay, let me see. Let's try this. Test.
That sounded pretty good.
I changed my input sensitivity to automatically determine input sensitivity. So if that helps, then that's great.
Oh, that is working great. Nothing clipped off there. That was
Baller.
fantastic.
My end,
All
my
right.
fault. Apologies.
It's okay. Audio issues happen. Part of being
right.
streamers.
Focus and scene. So yeah, Maximilian. He will inject some hallucinogenic drugs into this willing vessel, drain the blood, and activate Auspex 2 while burning through as much of it as possible, letting the bloody drug cocktail course through his veins, and try to remember as much as I can. See what we can see.
Absolutely. Now, are you doing this as of the previous night and doing this before going to sleep, or are you doing this as of the new night?
If I have time, I'll do it the night before.
Well, we're gonna roll it as night before.
All of my wounds are very fresh. Not my physical wounds, but my emotional wounds. It seems like we're taking one step forward and two steps back, and I have my back against the wall, and thus the group has their back against the wall. So,
Gotcha. Thank you so much for the lurk snipper. Absolutely. And I believe last time we did one of your premonitions, you had to roll for it, correct?
I do. It is a rouse check, and it will be resolve and auspex.
Very well. Go ahead. Let's give us that roll check first, or rouse check first. And also, for anyone who is not familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, if you do have questions, absolutely put them in the chat and we will address them to the best of our knowledge. I have two players here who are very well versed in this game. So if I don't know the answer, they'll have it for you.
And same goes for my chat as well. Put your questions in the chat and I will voice them for the group.
So I failed my rouse check. I rolled a 2.
All right, so your hunger has increased to level 2.
Thank you. I will mark that down. And
the beast is starting to growl more into your ear as you are feeding on this vessel. A little harder to stop, but you still have enough strength to stop before you kill them.
oh, that's rough too because we need it. We need a win. I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 5 successes. Sorry. 7, a 6, a 0, and a 0.
Indeed. Well, that's a good amount of successes there.
With a critical in there.
Is there anything in particular you were trying to scry upon?
I am never looking for something in particular. The visions, sometimes they come as like lightning bolt flashes, and you should go and do this right now. Sometimes they come as puzzles. Sometimes they're fucking completely fake, and they leave me on wild goose chases.
Well,
the dice roll was to have a vision. The vision has happened, and then after that, it's all up to the storyteller.
All right. Well, let's have a little fun here. In this moment, as you are feeding on this vessel, as the drugs that you have fed them are coursing through their blood and now coursing through you, as you let go, fighting from them, your head snaps back, almost in a Wednesday type style vision. You look straight to the sky, your body goes stiff. And in those moments, you see a flash. The ghost that you've been seeing around your manor, that you've been seeing in the crystal ball, is there again. They're whispering something. You can't fully make it out right now. But as you're looking at them, you see the prince bound on their knees, shackled, bloodied, their throats slit, but they are still alive. They are crying tears of blood, but they do not look like they are holding on for much longer. Your vision snaps again. You see an image of an elderly black man who almost reminds you of that comic book hero Blade. But it looks like this is Carl. You can see an old church. It's decrepit, but it has flames burning around it. The lanterns outside are taken ablaze. You see you see Sergei interlocked in combat with a bigger figure. You see Sable fighting against her mentor. It doesn't seem like it's going very well. And finally, you hear that spirit in your ear whispering to you. You have a choice. Will you serve, or will you take power yourself? And as you hear those words in your ear, you snap back and you crumple to the ground, heaving heavily as your visions are gone and you are returned back to the world.
And I'm going to lie there and shake and sweat for a little bit.
Your vessel comes over to you, being that they have been willing and they know what this situation is. Sir, are you all right? Were the visions too much this time?
I don't know. I never know. Um No, it's time for bed. We need to end this night.
He bangs on his door, and two of your security come in. They escort you out. They tend to him. They get him his evening meal, get him some water to drink as well, and they help him clean up as you are escorted back upstairs to your coffin. And I will assume that, well, get to that. Now, everybody, it is a brand new night. The war of the previous night was all over the news today. People all over the city of New Orleans heard about it. The flames, the fire. The local government are calling it a terrorist act and a bunch of vandals that decided that they were going to take celebrations of Halloween way too serious and caused a riot in the graveyard. There's no mention of vampires, and there is no mention of the firebombing of the mansion. But each one of you arise knowing that it is going to be somber. And I'm going to need a rouse check from everybody.
Success.
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 Failure.
Ooh.
I am at 3 hunger dice. I really need to feed.
Indeed, you
I think in my
are.
head.
That you do. As you come downstairs and find your companions around the fireplace there, they're looking somber. Crash is staring into the. Sergei is staring into the flames. I swear to God, I will get this right. Sergei is staring into the flames, looking very disheveled and hurt by what happened last night. Nix, have you finally made your way back to the mansion, back to the house with everyone else?
I am still at the witch's quarters. I am sleeping in the basement of Madame Laveau's granddaughter's place. Like she has a special room because I've had to stay there a couple times, and I'm there still just upset and everything, and I'm waking up from there just
Very
in a
well.
mood.
Then we will get to you in 1 second. For the other three of you, Sergei is staring into the flames, kind of regretting his actions from the night before, but also understanding that if he hadn't have done it, Nyx would have been dead, Christina probably would have killed West, and continued on her tirade and trying to summon the Loa of the Crossroads. Sable is adjusting her lapels on her jacket, flexing, making sure that the brass knuckles she got fit well, because she's pissed. She has never failed a mission, and there has never been an attack on the manor like this. She may have her own will, but she is bound to the council. And to see them shattered, and to see the last remaining member of the council now having been dragged off so that way they could hopefully heal, and the prince was stolen, Sable is ready for a fight, and it's not going to take much to provoke it. Max, as you come down the stairs and the beast is gnawing at your ear, you hear it screaming in your head, screaming that if you have failed, that you should have given in, that you should have let the beast take control. Enough with your silly rules. Enough with these foolish games. You think you can play all noble, but your nobleness has led to death. And as you enter the foyer, you see that same spirit was in the room near Sergei. And as you walk in, it smiles towards you and turns into a mist.
Max is kind of rubbing his eyes in a very human behavior. And not gonna lie, he looks bad. Circles under the eyes. Um, Again, not something you'd expect from a vampire, but it looks like he pulled an all-nighter or went on a bender or something. Something. Um, Good evening, everybody. We're waiting on one, right?
She is yet to arrive as of right now, but yes.
All
Sergey
right.
doesn't say anything. He's just staring in the fire, still spinning the ring he got from the witch's shop.
I won't address him, but I will go over and put my hand on Sergei's shoulder as I address the entire room. Hey, we gotta move. What can we do right now? Right now, Sable, do you have any contacts with the local police? Sergey, do you have any contacts with the local ruffians, gangs, anything? Um, I'll send Nyx a text, see if she can't hit up some witches. And then I got to get on Google and find out where this church is.
I'm going to send messages to two groups of people. I am aware of some cops and payroll that I'll shoot messages to, and I will shoot a message down to select contacts in the underground.
Awesome.
Yeah, Sergey will get out his little Nokia brick phone and make a call to some of his friends, see if he can put together maybe some kind of safe place or something like that.
Very well. The two of you make calls out to contacts of yours. And as you're doing this, there is a knock upon the door.
We'll let the valet get it.
As the valet goes to
Somebody,
open,
not us.
very well. As the valet opens the door, you for a moment have a moment of fear snapping back to your vision. You hear loud, heavy, black combat boots. You see leather pants, a plated vest, and a long black trench coat. And as you look towards the face, it is Carl. He has come in carrying a sword on his back and guns at his waist. 2 pistols on his hip and 2 straps around his chest, revealing semi-automatic weapons. And he has got clips all on a utility belt around his waist. As he looks to you, looks like you guys had some trouble, as we heard.
Max walks across the room, almost tears in his eyes. I grab Carl by the hand, shaking it vigorously. I'll even go so far as to I'll shake with my right hand and I'll put my left hand lovingly on his face and I'll just tell him, Carl, you have no idea how happy I am to see you right now. And then kind of get myself back under decorum.
He smiles and he pats you on the shoulder. Well, you did us a favor, and you have earned our respect, and you have earned a boon. We're here to help you see this issue to the end. We may not like you, Camarilla, but you know what? You came through. You got Sophia back to us. Tell your little bat friend that he's good. He can come by our bar anytime he wants. And now it's time that we help you go get the situation under control. And as you two converse, and he talks to you and he explains the ways he can help, let's cut on over to Nyx. Nyx, you awaken in a dark cellar. It's not damp and it's not smelly, but it is definitely a secret hiding place that if it wasn't for the fact that you and Mrs. Laveau's granddaughter knew it was here, this would not have been something you could ever have found on your own, and no one would find. You awaken, find a single solitary candle burning over in the corner by the ladder.
So I crawl out of the casket I was in, and I just sit there for a moment, wondering if what happened last night really did happen, and just sense of doubt and dread of like, am I doing the right thing? Am I really cut out to be what I am, who I am trying to be? And just sit there for a little bit, and I hear my phone go off, and I kind of ignore it for a little bit. Well, I grab it and shoot a text off to Max saying, "No go on witches. They're taking a night of abstinence in honor of Morgana. They won't be any help. I'll be over as soon as I can." And I just sit there for a little bit, and then get up and grab the candle and walk out up into the shop.
Before you get up to grab the candle, and you're stuck there in your thought, the vision of last night replaying through your head, you feel a slight tinge of pain in your chest. And when you feel that where it was, there is no longer an open wound, but there is a scar. Which is weird considering that as a vampire, you don't scar, you just heal. But that wound has scarred over, leaving a bit of a marring right between the breast. it is a constant reminder of what happened. And while you're still sitting there thinking what had happened, you feel a hand on your shoulder. You look around and there's no one there. But you feel a ghostly hand upon your shoulder. As you then stand up and walk out of the cellar, greeted by Miss Laveau's granddaughter, which I have to remember her name because that is a long thing to say.
Which, by the way, I just pop out and I tell her, I'll be right up. I'm awake. Don't worry about me. I kind of scurry back down. I'll give you time to figure that out, and then I do sense the unseen.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Just aspects, right?
Just aspects, yes.
Success.
A success. As you look around the room, there is no one here. It is evident that there are no Nosferatu in here. There are no other kindred who are hiding themselves amongst this area. But as you are looking around, you do just feel the presence of magic in the room. You know that Miss Sherry's shop is filled with tons of magic, and there are always spirits that linger here. But there are none that are visible to you.
By the way, I just reread my thing. I was supposed to add wits and resolve. Not that it matters, I successed anyways, but I was supposed to be adding those this whole time.
We'll keep that as a future note.
Yeah. So that would have been 6 dice.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Moving forward.
That's some hella resolve.
You and helped me with that. And I think we did some pretty good resolve. I have 3 points in resolve.
Are you going to be re-emerging from the basement at this point?
Yes, I will.
Very well. As you re-emerge from the basement, Miss Sherry greets you, and she takes you in her hands. My child, how are you feeling tonight? Are you feeling any better? How was that wound on your chest?
The wound on my chest hurts still. It's scarred over, which is weird. That's not normal. But I deserved it. And I'm still not okay. I'm still not okay.
She smiles and very lightly puffs you up the back of the head. Now listen here, you. We don't talk like that. Ain't nobody deserved what done happened that night. But you did what you had to make sure everything was going to be okay. And that is how it goes. I don't want to hear none of this blaming yourself. You are a good girl, and you did right by everybody. And even if you don't think so, it is good to know that Morgana is not able to hurt anyone no more. Her twisted visions will not haunt anybody.
I just should have tried harder. I don't
Sweetheart,
you
did what
don't you
could.
don't you dare slap me upside the head again. I'm watching you.
Instead of smack you upside the head, she smiles and pulls you close. She ends up hugging you and holding you in her arms. I ain't gonna smack you. But I want you to know that I love you, child. And it's gonna be all right.
Thank you. By the way, heads up. Um, I don't deserve a favor, but I might need a favor later. My friends wanted to ask if the witches could help. Right now, I'm assuming everyone's taking a night of abstinence for Morgana. But if I reach out to you, you think you can put the word out that we need them?
She smiles and points towards the front door. Why don't you take a step outside for a moment?
Well, fine. If you wanted me out that bad, fine. And I just give her a a hint of a smile, knowing, hoping she knows I'm trying my best to feel better.
She places a hand on your back and escorts you out the front door. And the scene that you see before you, it brings blood tears to your eyes. There are over a dozen witches standing there, waiting for you. She whispers into your ear, child, for what you did for us, we all are in this now. We gonna help you get that lady back. Because you did right by us. We may have our issues with your kind, but that don't mean that we gonna turn our back on one of our own. That evil little shit, that Christina gal, she done did wrong. And it's time that all of her little friends learn what happens when you mess with New Orleans witches. We are
How?
all here when you need us.
Oh, shit. Take a quick picture. Tell everyone if I pose really quick, do something really cool. Take a picture, send it over to Max and tell, never mind, we got some backup. And then I turn to I turn to Madame Laveau's granddaughter, and I just give her a hug and tell her, thank you. I appreciate everything you've done to me for me, and I can never repay you. But I gotta head out over, meet everyone, so we can kick some ass. Those bitches are gonna fucking pay.
She pulls you in close and she kisses you on the lips. Not a sensual romantic kiss, but just a gentle, soft one. Then she whispers in your ear, it also seems that there's someone who's still keeping an eye on you from the grave. So it doesn't seem that there was too much that you did wrong. Now go take care of business. And we're gonna be right here when you get back.
No, you gotta be right here right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, 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 no. You know I don't tell things. On your way. On the way.
Fine. And I flip her the finger jokingly, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna bug you later. And I rush off.
You get them big old bimbo titties out of here, all right? You're
You
distracting the rest of these people here.
and
You
I
get that little ass out of here.
turn around really quick and shake him and go, you know you like him.
And with that, you set off towards Max's home with a smile. You arrive a few minutes later. As you see, there are a dozen Nosferatu, all with their hoods pulled up, standing out in the front lawn. And you recognize one as Jack. He looks up and he sees you, and he smiles at you. Well, if there ain't something beautiful to see tonight.
What the fuck is this shit, Jack? You have a party? You fucking didn't give me a heads up so I can be here? What the fuck going on?
Well, you and that little bat friend of yours, Wes, right? Well,
Yeah.
it seems y'all brought Sophia back to us last night.
Fucking
Well-
shit. I knew it. I told you.
We're here with Carl tonight because we've decided that we gonna help you get rid of them bitches. And we gonna help you get your prince back. Because this was an attack on everyone. And we ain't tolerating no more. Why don't you head on inside?
I will, and as I start heading in, and then I turn around really quickly and give Jack a quick hug and whisper, "Don't you go fucking dying on me. I don't need none of that." And then run in.
He hugs you tightly and he whispers, "Sorry for your loss. Sophia gave us a little information."
I let a little blood tear run down, and I go, "Thanks. I appreciate that."
Jack quickly licks it from your cheek in almost a sensual way
Hey,
as he ushers you inside.
save that for later.
Maybe. Let's just make sure we get out of this first.
Fuck yeah. And I just walk
And
inside.
as you Indeed. And as you walk inside, you see Max standing there with someone who looks like Blade. But they turn and look over their shoulder, and you recognize that it's Carl. Anyways, as I was saying, Max, we're tired of this fight. These Autotalks, they took one of ours, they destroyed your home, they killed dozens of residences, and they harmed the witches over there. I think it's time that they see their way out of the quarter. And in fact, I think since they want to see the low of the crossroads so bad, I think we should give them a personal invitation there.
Let's go hold their hands. Give them a push.
He smiles, he ushers you towards the front door, where you see a dozen Nosferatu equipped with assault rifles and shotguns standing in your front lawn. Figured
Well
I'd give you
done.
the secret squad.
Well done. You brought the A team. Nix, good to see you. Welcome back.
I'm glad to be back. Still not all the way here, but I'm back.
Listen, I understand you're not all the way here, but we need as much of you as you can muster because it's not time for grieving, it's time for revenge.
Those fuckers are gonna fucking get it. By the way, did you get my text?
I'll check my phone.
As you check your phone, you see that there were a dozen witches, all posed, trying to look like really tough badasses. Some of them even doing some very casual, savvy poses with the hat slightly pulled down. And you see at the bottom of the message, looks like we got help here.
Great. When it rains, it pours. All right. I'm gonna while I have my phone out, Google churches near me, and then click on the images tab and scroll until I can find the church that I think resembles the one from my vision.
Mm-hmm. As you're looking, a lot of these images are of churches in their prime. They look beautiful, they're eloquent, they're fully restored and looking wonderful. But as you're going, it's one that catches your eye. It is an old church, deep, deep down in Louisiana. It is in the bayou, It's an old church. It was called the Congregation of God. This church was abandoned in the early 60s. It is still standing. It is primarily looks wooden. It's got some siding to it, some metal siding to it. A large spire on the top that houses a very old bell. And it has a graveyard off to the side of it. And it looks like the one from your vision.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, Sable, can I borrow you for a second?
Of course, what can I do for you?
I'll text her over the, whatever, share. Hey, this is the location. This is where we're headed tonight. All hands on deck. Can you get me any information on this building? Blueprints, deeds, ownership, anything that could give us an advantage.
Of course, I'll see what I can do. And I
Excellent.
will shoot out that message to the exact same crew of people I shot out the original message to, just kind of as an update.
Very well. And while you're doing that, go ahead and give me a resolve and streetwise roll. And while you're doing that, Carl looks over at your phone. He sees and he looks. Ah,
Fuck me.
the Congregation of God, huh? They picked a good spot. Ain't no one out there who really goes around that place. Some say it's cursed.
I am spending 1 willpower just for the record.
Very well. Make sure you mark it off.
Will do. 4 successes, 1 failure.
4 successes. As you send out those text messages, within a matter of moments, you get back a picture of the building. You get a layout of how the first floor, how the rectory, and how the sub basement looks, which is weird.
I am going to forward that information to a group message with everybody in the coterie.
And as everyone is looking at this, you can see that the entrance to the secret sub basement is hidden underneath the altar in the center of the church.
Awesome.
And it also seems that in the rectory, where, the priest would normally be before Mass, it seems that there's a spare door, but it doesn't seem to connect to anything.
We'll
As
keep that in
every-
mind for sure. I want to make sure Carl has that information too.
Yes, he is looking over it with you, looking at your phone. He looks, he's like, I don't really carry a phone. I got rid of it a few years ago after that the whole fight that happened before. Didn't like being tracked. But I know where this place is. We'll get there.
All right, and now we have to talk about the hard part. I have it on good authority that tonight's going to be very violent and confrontational. And Sergey, you specifically, my friend, you're going to have it cut out for you. You're the big guy. They're going to target you.
So I know like Brujas, they like let their emotions go and get angry and shit, but like when I thought about Sergey, I thought about he was like he talks a lot of shit, makes a lot of jokes, but Max has been long enough. He knows that when Sergey gets quiet, he's extremely pissed, and he's not saying anything. He's not acknowledging anything right now. Like he hears you, but he's completely tunneled in.
And Sergey, I want you real quick So roll me 10 dice.
10 plain or any blood?
All plain.
Let me see here. Only 3 successes.
You want to spend a willpower to reroll?
I will. How many can I reroll?
Up to 3.
That takes me to 4 successes.
4 successes. As you are moving away from the fireplace, still solemn and quiet, you head back upstairs. You go to your closet and you pull open the door. And inside of your closet, there is a large hammer, almost a sledgehammer. If it wasn't for the fact the head just seems a little too thick. And engraved on it is the name of your daughter. And on the back side of it says never again.
He'll take it and just make his way back downstairs and just kind of show it to Max like shit's about to go down.
And Max just
Max.
nods. Max understands, like, Sergey's ready for business.
Indeed, you have only ever seen this hammer when Sergey is very drunk and in his emotions, and when you guys first moved to New Orleans.
Sable, I have a present for you.
Oh,
I will reach into my coat, jacket, whatever, and hand her the stake that I took from the very first session that we had. A guy staked himself in the park, and I've been carrying that stake.
My notes.
Yeah, I've been waiting to use that stake and holding on to it this entire time. And I'm going to hand it to Sable and say, my friend, tonight's the night. Lucian will be there, and only one of you are walking away.
I'm going to nod, and I am going to put it in a pocket.
Very well. This group is well armed. You have allies awaiting you in the front lawn. And you have allies awaiting you at a single word. And Max, let's see. Give me a wits and yeah, give me a wits roll.
Two successes, a 7 and a 6.
It's very faint, but it sounds like you can hear the slight screech of bats overhead. And a letter drops on the front door.
Oh, we definitely have to check that out. Go pick up the letter and read it out loud in front of everybody.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know that right now you're uh, in the middle of a lot, and I know right now I am wanted and definitely under surveillance and attack. But I promised you I'd help you through this fight. So if you need, just screech loudly into the air, and we'll be there. And hopefully you can understand what happened to me. Love, west.
I will hold the letter into the air and say, listen, for the next 24 hours, I am lifting the blood hunt on West. If West wants to come and help us rescue the prince, and we are successful rescuing the prince, then that is a boon that can be negotiated between them. But for the next 24 hours, he is off the shit list. And then I'll throw the letter into the fire.
By the way, what the fuck happened? Why is he on the shit list?
Our little Batsy friend broke one of the biggest rules of vampirism and ate one of our own.
Who was that?
Mind, body, and soul.
And who was that?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Because if it was the fucking bitch I wanted to fucking take out from warping Morgana's mind, then I owe him a big favor too, and I'll speak on his behalf to get that absolved.
Duly noted and appreciated.
And you can see the fire in my eyes on that.
As everyone is setting to be ready to head out the door, Sergey, you see 3 very large black Escalades roll up. And there's about 16 to 20 Russians who step out. Many of them have assault rifles. Most of them have cigars in their mouth. And you see one man walking up the steps. And he is carrying a large spiked and barbed wired bat. Sergey!
Oh, privet, brother. Good to see you after all these years.
Good to see you too. So I hear that there's a problem. I hear that it is going to be bloody. And you want our people in the middle.
Maybe not middle, maybe just around perimeter, make sure no one gets by. This is going to be some real, how do you say, 1960 style shit going on.
He smiles quickly. You didn't even realize he was about to smile. And he reached out with lightning speed. He clasped your arm in a predator style handshake. And you did not think to call me first? I am hurt.
I must admit I am in not too good mental state right now. But if you wish to bring your minion, we will accept.
And you realize in that moment when he gripped your arm tight like that, he's no longer human.
Oh. I see, brother. You have a little something in you too.
Ah. Mother Russia left me with more than one gift.
Very well. Then you must go. You need to speak to Max. He will hook you up with where you're going and what you'll need to be doing with your men.
Ah. Which one is Max?
He is sharp-dressed man over there. Kind of small, but good in a fight.
You, Guinea man. Where we needed.
Oi, hey, you but bring it in, bring it in. I'll include him in our little group huddle.
As he steps through the front door, he has to duck. He ducks and then stands into the room, and he is towering over everybody. He stands at almost 7 foot tall. and he looks like if you took a tank and made him a human.
Whew. Buddy, I'm glad you're on our side.
He is good people, Max.
Let's take a look at this. We'll lay out any plans that we have, any, like, again, if we found blueprints, if we found anything that could be online. Let's take a look and see what we can see. Let's come up with a plan of attack.
As you all head into the dining room, one of your servants brings out a laptop for you and puts up a tablet so everyone can see, and pulls up the schematics that were sent to you, as well as the address of the church and pictures of it. And while this is going on, I will mention that the people from the SUVs have now piled inside, and all of the Nosferatu that were outside, out front, have cloaked themselves, but you know they are still out there.
Whoever brought us the laptop, I'm going to ask them. I'm not going to ask them. I'm going to order them. Hey, while we're planning this out, time is of the essence here. I need you to ring up sustenance. So ask everybody in here their preference, and then get it figured out. I don't care whose havens you have to raid.
As you are saying this, and he acknowledges, Carl looks at him. Give a call to the bar. Tell him to send up a few.
Thank you, Carl.
Of course. As you
Yeah,
all
no,
are
we'll kind of
discussing,
take a look. Yeah.
And I'll
as you
pipe it.
guys are discussing, there will be bodies readily available to you soon. But for now, I'll let you guys take over.
I look at Max and I just go, none for me tonight.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. This for me is, I'm gonna partially be mourning, so this is how I'm gonna do it.
All right, I believe you, but just understand that, we got some business to do, and then we're here for you.
I appreciate it, but right now business comes first.
Truer words have never been said. I would prefer that we all go in as the most aggressive front-facing force that we possibly can in a show of strength. I don't know if they know that we're coming. I don't know if they have spies amongst us or in the area. I'm sure once we get closer, they'll understand that we're in the vicinity. So I think we should just get in Sergei's bitchmobile and run him the fuck down.
Let them know we come. It will not change what we do.
Our
Anyone
priority.
likely correct. They most likely know what we're doing already.
They've been ahead of us every step of the way. I tried to do something very stupid to try to give us a heads up. I think we have the best advantages we can. Anything we're not ready for, Sergei can punch.
Remind me to order vodka after all of this.
No punching tonight. No guns tonight.
As you say this, the very, very tall Russian tank, Dmitri, points to you. It's in the car. I like you. I like the little one.
I just look over at them, at the guy who said they're in the car. I go, do you got a pretty heavy duty pistol you can give me?
He has everything.
As much as
As
I.
he said,
Oh, sorry.
as Sergei says this, he looks at everyone and he looks directly towards Max. Now, okay? I'm going to show something I do not want anyone to freak out. But there were some human hunters that were up in our area. That were up in the upper parts of Louisiana. And well, we took this off one of them. And he pulls out from his waistband a very large looking pistol. It looks almost like a Desert Eagle. He sets it, or he goes to set it down, and then he stops for a moment and slides the clip down. And as you are looking at it, these bullets have a liquid in them. They're a shiny bluish, but slightly has a red tinge to it as well. Fluid in it. From what I've known, these are vampire killing ones. Don't worry, we took care of the rest of the hunters, but this was one of the guns I salvaged. And hello, Karasu. What's going on?
I slowly reach over for the gun and go, "This is mine. No one else is taking this, and if you do, you will not have fingers."
He reaches over and just pats you on the head. You have fire. You remind me of third wife. Very good.
You better have stopped at that third wife.
I thought it was fifth wife.
Well, third wife died. Fifth wife, she's still pissed.
I wonder what you did to piss her off. Just know you better not fucking
don't-
piss me off.
We don't talk about it. That's why I'm down here in New Orleans. We like it here.
That's alright. I won't ask if you don't tell.
And as everyone is going over the plans, everyone is marking up things. Carl is offering his insights on what he knows about this church, when it went out of order, talking about the bloodbath that had happened at this church, where over 100 parishioners were found dead inside. And the words, "God has failed," was written right above the altar, kind of on that back wall behind it. And the statue of Christ was stripped from the wall and left clattering upon the altar. The locals never ended up cleaning it up. I mean, they cleaned up the bodies and the blood, but they never fixed the church. And instead, it was marked as condemned by the local police and cordoned off. Over the years, it seems, it's just been forgotten because no one really wants to talk about whatever happened there. And while you are all continuing to talk, those vessels show up from the bar. They take their assigned places at each of your sides, fitting what it is you fancy.
So there was this really old movie from a couple of decades ago, and this king guy was able to raise all these dead ghosts to fight for him. Is that something that your witches might be able to help us out with, Nix?
I can see, if anything, I'd be willing to help out with that too.
Like these ghosts crushed. I mean, they just smoked through the enemy armies. Like if we could get some of that, that would be insanely helpful.
Yeah, but and if I remember correctly, I think I watched that movie as a kid. I think I know what you're
Carl
talking.
looks at you immediately. Motherfucker, you talk about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Max,
yeah.
I swear
Max,
to
you're
God,
not.
we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die.
You're not Aragorn, son of Arathorn. The fuck,
Listen,
man?
Well, not me. Nick is.
listen, I need an excuse to run up to someone and yell, "You shall not pass!"
Carl just shakes his head. Please remember that raising the dead is still a taboo with the witches. I've had my share of times with them. Please remember they are not going to raise the dead because that is definitely against the culture.
Okay, so there's the
Okay,
answer.
God.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good God. Please, please, no more plots from a movie. I would really like not to die. And he
So
Then
says
there's
this, fully aware of the fact that he is dressed like Blade.
I would. God damn it,
but what?
Rose! I was gonna say,
No,
says the man dressed as Blade.
this motherfucker.
He's a cool black man, okay? Shut the hell up.
guys, I'm glad Blade's on our side. Did you guys see what happened at the end of that flick?
Yeah, I know, but it's like the kettle calling the cauldron black.
I
And
cannot
as this
wait.
mini argument starts, Sergey, I'll let you finish on the sec.
I cannot wait till we are fighting.
There you go. As this is going on, Jack runs in the house. Hey, guys, I love that we're going over the battle plans and we're kind of figuring things out. But we're kind of burning moonlight.
I wouldn't mind burning a little moonlight. The closer to daylight we can attack, the less of a chance or desire they'll have to run away.
Well, then as you all continue to feed, you're discussing where to place your troops. We're going to cut on over to Erica and the other two Autotarchs. They are inside of this church. Inside, the pews are rotted. They're creaking. The doors have been put back on the hinges. And she stands at the altar. The prince is bound in chains, strapped down in front of the altar in the most sacrilegious way. Throughout the church is over 50 to 60 vampires in black robes. And she looks out to them. Tonight, we have struck a blow at the heart of the Camarilla. We have removed their justiciars. Their council is gone. And yes, our dear beloved Christina may be gone. But by her sacrifice, we have broken the mind of the one they call Nyx. And in that same moment, we have stolen their prince. She motions towards the prince, whose eyes have a bit of blood running down them. Her very expensive-looking dress, now torn. Her back exposed. And as the crowd is looking up, whispering slightly, Griff pulls out a whip and lashes her across the back. And she screams out in pain, blood pouring down her cheeks, and the blood spraying from the crack of the whip. The crowd burst into cheer. And Erica looks at them. When they come, and make no mistake, they will, we will put an end to them. And I have it on good authority that one of the barons of the Anarchs is coming with them. So I say tonight that we put both of these false kings in the ground. Tonight, we remove both parties from the city. And sure, later down the road, the Camarilla and the Anarchs, they'll come back. They always do. They'll come back for the city. But in their absence, we shall strive. We shall let the blood flow. We will create as many new ones as we can. So when they arrive, they are not met by a small army, but by a legion. Points to Derek, who is standing off to the side with Lila. And as they walk towards the front, walk towards the altar, Lila has her spiked collar on. She has armor plating around her body, almost like a canine vest. And Derek is carrying a very, very ornate looking shotgun. And his signature barbed baseball bat. We also, when we attacked their mansion, took one of their most sacred relics. One of the guns used in the First Inquisition, used by the Sabbat to strike down hundreds of the Camarilla. One used in the public execution of the last prince of the Western United States. I present to you the bloodbath. He lays the shotgun in her hands. It is a very large looking shotgun. She almost has to kind of adjust to hold it. It is a triple barreled shotgun. It has a pulley cocking system. Somebody please help me here. Kind of like a pump action shotgun. And that when you look at the barrels, they are large enough that you could fit a child's hand in the barrel of it. And he sets down a box of what looks like mini incendiary grenades. When they arrive, after their numbers have dwindled, they will wish that they had never come here. Now gather yourselves, gather your familiars, and gather your ghouls, and prepare this place for the war that will end the crowns. Blood will flow! We cut back over to you all as the crowd cheers and shout, and they can hear outside of the church more cheers and more yelling. Have we started wrapping up looking at the map?
Yeah. I said my piece about, let's go in aggressive and hard. I think we should just go in as a flying V formation with Sergey leading the charge.
Hold on. I forgot. I gotta ask someone something. Hey, Ray!
And as you say this, he spirits himself out from your back pocket. And it feels like he squeezes your ass a little bit. Hey! There's that good-looking girl.
Right. I got a question for you.
Yes, I'll fuck you.
As much as I could use that right now, not the time for that kind of fun.
Damn it. All right, go ahead.
You want to go out and play? And not with me?
Ooh. Dabby time?
Stabby time. You want to get some friends together and come and do some stabby stabby?
Yeah, we get there together.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a fun little back piece of lore here. Nyx is the only one who's known this. But Ray Ray wasn't just a musician. Many, many decades ago, in the early 20s, here in New Orleans, the city was plagued by a series of murders. There were dozens of bodies that were left dead, void of blood, outside of concerts, outside of bars, strewn about the streets, all with a weird brand left on their head. It wasn't until almost the mid 1930s that finally the culprit involved was caught. It was a famous jazz singer, Ray Ray Ramone. The brand left on people's heads was from the lighter that he used to always carry. When he was caught, he transferred a bit of himself into that lighter. The very one Nyx always keeps in her pocket. You know, I think I can find the old gang. It's been a little while since we've gotten out and had a good time.
Well, you don't get going good and quick. But before you go, I show him the picture of where we're going. You remember where this is?
Oh, we gonna go play on the big stage.
Hell yeah, we're
Ooh.
playing on the big stage, and you better bring a fucking party.
Well, I'll bring the other four. You know I didn't really deal with many ghosts, but I can get the gang back together.
Please do, because I am out for murder.
Any rules?
Just one. Don't hurt the dog.
Yeah, we like dog. Dog was cool.
Then you'll
There's
be
an
good.
evil look in his eye.
And
Are there any other rules you wish to imply here? Because you knew that his bloodlust wasn't very easily satisfied. And letting him off leash, it could be a dangerous moment.
Also, Ray Ray, you better not fucking touch anyone here. And that's anyone here. Not just the four of us, but everyone in this room. And you better fucking not touch the fucking witches. Or so help me God, I will do an exorcism from here and to hell on this fucking lighter and make sure you don't fucking come back.
Fine.
Hey,
I
Nyx, hey, Nyx.
stab him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up close to Nyx, put my mouth right next to her ear, and whisper, "The canine is under our protection too."
That's why I said don't touch the dog.
Awesome. I didn't hear that part.
Oh,
And Ray howls a little bit and he sighs. Fine. I will stab only the other people.
Also, there's one probably gonna be tied up. Don't touch her.
Don't hurt the tied up lady. Okay.
And
You
the
know
dog.
what? When we get there, you just point. You point and I stab. Okay.
How about I point and you don't stab?
Okay. No stabby point. Okay.
Other than that,
He whisked off into the night.
you're good. Sorry.
All right, then you guys are good.
Sergey's gonna look at
Is on
Max
your
and
plan?
Sergey's gonna look at Max and be like, "There's your army of ghost aircorn."
I wouldn't rather have anybody else by my side. Let's go fuck these bitches up.
And as everyone starts to exit the building, Carl, who is still kind of standing there with his mouth open, just looks like, is no one gonna talk about the motherfucking ghost that we just saw?
Come
Y'all
on,
act
Blade.
like this shit's normal.
This shit is fucking normal. Now fucking let's fucking go. I want to fucking kill.
Damn you white people, you fuckers crazy. All right, in the cars. Out.
He's on our side.
Yeah. Guy.
Shotgun.
I call the machine gun on top, and I stick my new little friend in my pant pocket where I can easily pull it out.
Are we taking our previous ride, or is Sergey's truck fixed up yet?
As you arrive outside, you see that Sergey's truck is out there. It looks
Awesome.
like it's had a good bit of work done to it. It now has an extended row of seating. It doesn't have a machine gun on the top,
Fuck.
but it has a roll cage inside. The tires are much larger. There is a push rod on the front of the vehicle. The cab, or the bed, now has a cover over it. And it looks like the glass on it is armor plated. There's a little note sitting in the driver's seat. And it's from Wes to Sergey. Thought you might want this. Have fun.
By the way,
Very nice, Batman.
I totally.
That's a great point. Oh, go ahead.
By the way, I almost totally forgot about Ray until you were doing your little montage about what the other people were doing. I was like, I can ask Ray.
I will absolutely send West a text. And just, hey, we're going to get the fuckers that fucked with us. You in?
You
Send.
get, yeah. No die, right?
My only response will be sharing our location.
You just get a weak thumbs up looking emote with a with kind of like a confused face next to it. But it seems like he'll show up.
All we can do is hope.
I'll be right back.
Indeed.
And,
while
before
we do this,
we-
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, but go ahead and continue.
Okay. I was just going to say that before we get in, I absolutely want to hit up our 7-foot giant guy and ask him if he has a couple of incendiary devices like grenades or something I can put in my pocket. One would be fine, 2 would be gravy.
Grenades would be nice.
I just know that fighting is my I'm the worst fighter in the party by far. I need
Oh,
something,
oh,
anything to even
oh.
the odds.
And I kind of want to like pull out one of the bullets and see if you could send that to him and see if he has any of those or know what it can get any more of those.
Ooh,
I am
Especially,
back.
welcome back.
you might have to repeat what you said and add on
I
my
heard
thing.
something about grenades from on Table's side.
Yeah, Max was saying that fighting is his least lowest attribute. So, if he could find like a grenade or some incendiary device, that would be great. If he could find two, that would be gravy.
And also seeing if our tall brother in arms has any more of the bullets that came with the uh gun that I procured.
Inquisition bullet.
Yep, the Inquisition bullets.
Well, to the question of the grenades. Sadly, the only weaponry that was saved from the firebombing of the mansion were the ones in the back of the truck that you guys had before. And there were some incendiary stuff there that Sergei had mixed up. And I will say that the weaponry was loaded into the new truck before the old one was disposed of by Sable's contacts. And to your question, Nix, Dimitri looks at you. Very sorry. It seems only had one clip. So those 10 shots, you better make them count.
Okay, and I may run back into the to Max's place and grab the other gun that I had and stick it in there. Goes on. Look, do we have any other handguns? We don't, do we?
I
Let
only
me-
have
Sergey!
my AK.
Sergey, you still have Rosie,
you
right?
are muted or something.
Me?
Yes.
Nope.
No?
No. I was saying no to Sable.
Oh.
Sergey is back. Sergey was AFK. Sergey is back.
Gotcha.
We still have 357.
I need my little friend, cause I'm going in packed.
Take what you need. Sergey will not use guns tonight.
Yes. So, to recap what we had for the weapons beforehand. So, we had Benny the shotgun. We had the 1911 of a 45 caliber with the 357 revolver, 3 9mm pistols, 4 stakes, including the 1 silver stake, so we're up to 5. The weaponry you guys got from the sanctuary. There was the Dragonfire shotgun, the AK-47 with full metal jacketing bullets, the Judge 44 incendiary revolver. Sable has their brass knuckles. And then recently, you got the 5 auto shotguns, 5 assault rifles, and 1 sniper rifle. Sadly, the machine gun was unable to come along with you just because it would not fit on the new truck with the cab or with the bed cover. And there is still the 20 gallons of fuel and the styrofoam. We're going to say it's now down to 10 gallons of fuel because a lot of it was used to firebomb the swamp mansion.
So satisfying.
So I grab Judge Judy, which is the Judge revolver, sticker in 1 bra cup. Take Samantha, the other one, stick it in my other bra cup, and then put the Holy Knight in the back of my pants, where I can easily grab it.
Gotcha.
Sergey, my friend, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to go through it tonight. You've got a big battle ahead of you. It's my intention to be your shadow and watch your six the entire time. Do you want your shotgun to come into battle with us?
You can carry it.
I ask
Sergey
with the
wish to
utmost
make this.
respect, my friend.
Sergey wish to make this personal. You can carry shotgun.
Can I get up and close and personal with you, Sergey?
Yes.
Give me
this is
one
re-
quick second. Okay. 1 second. So that is a gun. Nyx has taken to the habit of naming all of the weaponry she picks up. And that is one of the pistols she had, and she called it the Knight, and it is now in her pants.
Don't question the Holy Knight. The Holy Knight brings justice upon all.
Continuing forward.
I love throwing off your chat.
That threw me as well when I read that. Especially I was in the middle of writing down all the new weaponry, and I was like,
So, like, I would assume that since me and Max have been working together for a while, that he knows that the only time I bring that hammer out is when I have a lead on the person that murdered my daughter. So he knows that this is one of the exceptions where everything's going to be personal tonight.
absolutely. Max has seen when this hammer comes out that you are meaning absolute business, and that there will be no stopping you. Your Bruja rage will burn until the thing that you have deemed your target has been nothing but a mist coating the hammer. And also make note that hammer is a +4 weapon.
I take one look at the hammer and go, Sergey, I know it's gonna be hammer time for you. I'm gonna let you do your thing, but you gotta let me do my thing too. They need I need vengeance.
Designate target. Sergey will leave to you.
Thank you.
But I'm going to kill over steroided muscle freak. And I'm going to kill giant. And if dog gets in the way, I will kill dog too tonight.
10-4, good buddy.
And with that, we have all loaded up, and we're heading off to the bayou.
Fast and Furious, yes.
As you are going, it is a procession of large black Cadillacs and Escalades
We are
following
not subtle.
a big old truck.
By the way, I sent a text out to the witch. I sent a text to Madame LeBeau's granddaughter saying, with the song. Hold on, I gotta find the song. It's the Lana Del Rey song. Hold on. Never mind. Never mind. I found a better one. I'm gonna send it in the Vampire Discord channel.
Should make me look stuff up.
No, I made it easy.
Witch's Wrath by the Bridge City Sinners. Give me one pause here. Let me do something fun. I'm gonna do something fun.
And
Let me turn that down a lot.
she'll know what that means.
And as she hears this song, as she hears it, and you ride off to the mansion, everyone's stoic. Everyone's staring forward as you head out to the swamps. Didn't realize I was only going to be a preview, but that's fine.
Max,
Heading out to the swamps, this song is playing, and her witches are loading up in their luxury sedans as they are preparing to meet you there as well. Go ahead, Sergey.
Max, call Dimitri and put him on speakerphone.
Dialing him up.
What do you want, little man?
There's no little man. It is me. You want me to you want to go again and make this 0-5 for you? Listen, brother.
You think?
Listen, brother. When we arrive, I'm going to knock very loudly with truck.
Da. Knock with the truck.
Yes,
I
very
make sure mechanics took good care of your truck.
very
The
very
front
loud.
should hold.
No, I plan to strap a little extra to the front. I have 10 gallons of this sticky stuff.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I know I kind of new to the whole kindred thing. I thought fire bad for us. If you strap that to truck and you ram truck in building, would you not all catch fire?
Good point, Sergey. No, thanks straight. Still going to knock with the truck. Goodbye. Click.
Okay. As you click, he's sitting there looking at his phone. Fucking Suka.
And when Sergey hangs up, he also goes, "Fucking Suka."
And you guys can see from one of the SUVs behind you, just a big old hand just sticks out the window and a fucking thumbs up or a middle finger up, just looking at you like, you assholes. Puts a small smile on everyone's face. But
That's
as
a
you get
great
closer,
note to hit the road. Nothing left to do but to do it, my friends.
and as you all are heading out there, you roll through the city. The police that have now been more alert in the city, they've seen this truck. They've seen the SUVs. They've seen the cars rolling behind with Carl in it. And they know for a fact they are not to look at your direction at all. They didn't see a damn thing. And as you get out of the city, start winding through the back roads and the back ways of the swamps of Louisiana. The streetlights are scarce. The sounds of crickets and the sounds of the swamp all around you. And as you get closer to the church, you find a very large tree fallen down in the middle of the road. You all could get out and move it, but it will take some time.
Nobody's getting out. We're going around it.
You divert your way around, cutting onto a sketchy little dirt road.
I'm putting on my seatbelt, by the way.
Good answer, because it is a very bumpy dirt road. It is an old red clay road. There's dust kicking up. Everyone is bouncing around.
I just let
Sergey
the toddies
actually
fly.
has to Sergey has to slightly tuck his head down so he stops bashing his head off the top. Nyx is in the back. Her tits are just bouncing around directly pretty much in Sable's face.
Sable, I am sorry.
As Sable is, keeping herself well reserved, has a hand on her chest to keep her chest from bouncing around like a bimbo.
Wow, that hurt. That hurt. Ah! I'm just kidding. Oh, I yell over to Max. Hey, Max. Quick question.
Yes.
Can I try something before we just go full on in?
You've got about 4.5 minutes, I think. What do you want to try?
So I want to see if I can get close enough in there where they don't see me and try to see if I can disarm a good majority of them and have them fighting for us.
What do you think are the chances of success? I really don't want to split the party.
Well,
I trust you, though. If you say you can do it, we can slow up and let you get a head start.
Hold on. Let me see.
Because we're going to
I-
walk into a shit show here.
I want to try as best as I can. You guys know my pipes can work
And they
wonders.
have a dog.
I want to be like close. I might get up in the rafters or up. Fuck. I just want to, if you don't mind, Sergey, till we get in there. Do you mind if I go first to see how many I can serenade with a song to get them to fight for us?
I'm gonna hit on our radios or phones or whatever and tell the whole wagon train to pull over.
As everyone pulls over, everyone is on high alert looking around. And a
Hey,
few moments later, you hear what sounds like gunfire at the back of the caravan.
The fuck?
One of the cars back there is under fire. It is being shot at. You can hear what sounds like the bullets pinging off of the vehicle. And it is obvious that you have been led down a trapped road.
Nyx, you go forward. If
Okay.
now's the time, now's the time. We'll cover your 6.
Okay. Got it.
And then Max is gonna sprint towards wherever Jack is.
Wait, are we sending? I was about to say, are we sending her alone? I don't know about that.
I will mention you guys are right
she wants
next
to go
to
alone,
the.
yeah.
I will mention you guys are right next to the graveyard part of this church. You can see part of the church in the distance, but you are right next to the cemetery, and it looks like that's where the gunfire is coming from. But you can't see anyone in there. Everyone is expertly hidden behind tombstones.
I can pull this off! I've been waiting to pull this off! Okay. Another song. In same Discord.
Warn you, this may not go the way you think.
Max is trying to get Jack's attention as soon as possible.
Jack has dipped out of the vehicle, and he has kind of cloaked himself, and he has skittered his way in almost a spider-like format up to the truck. Holy shit, guys! Holy shit! What the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing? Stopped!
Jack, focus. Jack, look at me. Look at me, Jack.
A lot of bullets.
I
We
need-
need to do something.
I need 2 men. Hey, focus. Right here.
Hold on.
I need 2 men.
I yelled to Jack, fucking trust me!
I need 2 men to follow her. No questions asked.
I'm on it. And he snaps his fingers, and one of the larger Nosferatu skitters his way up to him as well. We're on it. And they are silently following behind Nyx.
Hey, Jack, I need ninjas.
Cool. We got that.
Awesome.
And as you guys are running, Nyx, give me a dodge, a dexterity roll, as there are bullets flying towards you. They can see that you're running. There are people in the trees who have noticed you guys running.
I was muted. Just a dexterity, right?
Just a dexterity, and don't forget the 1 blood die.
2 successes.
2 successes. You dodge a few of the shots. One gets really close, kind of clips your cheek. We're not going to count it as damage because it's a minor wound. But then from behind you, you see Jack and a larger Nosferatu appear, and they start firing into the trees. And you see 2 vampires drop out of the trees. They hit the ground, and then they are back to invisible, covering you. And Jack whispers or yells to you, "Bitch, you fucking crazy! What the fuck we doing?
Just fucking trust me, Jack!
I swear to God, if I get fucking shot, I'm kicking your ass.
That's fine, just fucking trust me!
I got it. Get laid." As you guys are running, the rest of the coterie and the rest of your allies are now under heavy fire. They are now all from the graveyards. There are assault rifles firing. There are shotguns blasting in. There are very large German shepherds running through and attacking people. You can see all the Nosferatu have taken up to the trees. Carl is out there, submachine gun in one hand, sword in the other. And as one of the larger German shepherds comes at him, looking almost like a small wolf, he takes and spins expertly, and with his sword, he slices it directly off with its head. And he looks over to you, Max. "So are we doing something here, or are we just getting fucked?"
Max pulls out the shotgun, cocks it, and is ready to go. Look over and see what Sergei's doing.
Sergey's getting back in the truck. Max, where did you put the radio?
Here with me. I'll back up into the truck and toss it to him.
Get on the radio. Dimitri. You hear me? You still alive? You didn't let Blade show you up, did you?
No. Silly old man. He'd not win this one. I kill more.
Can you provide us some cover while we move along?
Da. We take care of cemetery.
Yes, fight like it is old iron factory on Serbian plain. We went through that one time with Makiev.
And at that moment, you hear the radio go dead. And you look in the back window, and you see Dmitri has stripped off his leather jacket. He is not wearing a shirt underneath. And he picks up the entire Escalade and fucking throws it as hard as he can into the cemetery. You see about a dozen gravestones get bowled over and splatters of blood as this SUV just rolls through, absolutely decimating everything in front of him. How that's for death! Listen, old man, you not win this fight. I kill more. I big Russian. You little black man. I win. And you can just see the two of them smirk at each other, and they take off into the cemetery, absolutely just cleaving and smashing through people.
Problem handled, Max.
Max is jumping in the passenger seat. We have to trust him. Let's head on and finish our mission. Nyx is already going out there. It's more important to give her cover than to support the troops.
Do not worry.
And
Dimitri will live. He will take care of. I tell you, me and him wrestled the bear once. Before we were undead.
You mean like a Chicago bear, right?
No, like a
Or like a bear
fucking.
bear.
Like a fucking 900-pound brown bear. The paw was the size of my head.
Was it a brown bear or a black bear?
It was a brown bear. Kodiak.
Oh, that's not as impressive. No, I'm just messing with you, Sergey.
Wait, I thought. No, it was a polar bear.
And Sable, what are you doing in this moment?
In this exact moment, I'm shaking my head and going, the bear is not important.
Did you leave the SU or the truck, or did you just stay in it?
I mean, I stepped outside when everyone else did for a moment.
And as they are getting ready to take off again, are you hopping back in the truck?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Too many guns
And
going
as
on out here.
Mhm. And as the boys are having their debate about this bear, Nyx, you arrive at the front door of this church, and there is a large set of a force here. There's at least 20 to 30 all standing here with guns aimed at you. And as you approach closer with the two guys behind you in tow, invisible so no one sees them, you are slightly surrounded as everyone has their guns aimed at you.
Boys, boys, boys! The show has arrived! I have come to bless you with a song. And I start singing it with a hint.
Performance and seduction. As I pull up the song so people know what one we are doing. The song is Gonna Get Ya by Great White, everyone.
By the way, if you'd read my notes for that, it's a bit of a manipulation kind of thing where they fall under my control. If I can make that happen.
Manipulation would have worked if they were human.
Oh damn. Okay.
But these are all vampires and blood bonded ghouls. It is just going to be a singing and seduction roll.
So okay. I'm gonna re-roll.
Up to 3, not the blood dice.
I know.
For our audience at home.
Hold on. Misfire. 2 critical successes, bitch.
So 4 successes. You're looking at this crowd, and it looks like a few towards the front start kind of lowering their guns. But most of the other ones back behind them don't. And as you are singing, you hear a very, very loud, heavy thudding footsteps. And you see Lila comes barreling through the front line. And she lunges for your throat. Give me a dexterity roll.
Lila's a hater.
Lila is a fucking hater.
Always has been.
And I loved Lila.
I loved Lila, but Lila gotta go.
2 successes.
2 successes. She misses your throat, but she catches your shoulder. And as I will remind everyone who is watching, Lila is an above normal size Rottweiler, probably within the 125, 150 pound range. And as she bites into your shoulder, she yanks and rips you to the ground. And you are going to take 1 superficial damage from her fangs ripping into your shoulder.
I just. I pull out Judd. How far away is Max? The car, actually. How far away is the car?
As the truck starts rolling up, and the rest of those kindred who were standing at the front door see the headlights of the truck, they start firing upon it. And they all see as Lila grips and drags you to the ground.
I just yelled at Jack, fucking get her off and try not to hurt her.
Jack becomes visible, and he tries punching at her. He is punching, he's kicking, he is like, I don't know if this is going to work. And with only 1 success, I mean, he's hitting her, but she does not look like she's taking much damage here.
I use compel and tell her off.
This is going to be at a minus penalty because she currently has you in her teeth, dragging you.
I can still yell it.
Go ahead and give me dominate
And charisma.
and charisma, but there is a -2 penalty on this.
Fuck you, Rose.
I'm just saying, try to compel a giant dog to let go as it's got a hold of your shoulder. Even police have issues with that with their canines. And this is a familiar.
I'm gonna reroll. Two successes.
2 successes. She acknowledges what you said. And as you say it, she slams her head right into yours. She is not giving a fuck. Your words went right over her head. As the rest of you see this, what are we doing?
I'm gonna get out of the car and start fucking fighting a dog, apparently. I made no promises about not attacking this fucking dog.
Max, anything you're doing?
Did the truck come to a full and complete stop?
It has. There are bullets raining down upon it. Sable has opened her door and kind of hiding behind it as she's, preparing to dash to go fight this dog.
I'm going to ready my shotgun and then hold my action to see what Sergey does. My whole action is going to be shadowing and covering Sergey.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Are we doing
Nyx
anything to summon anybody?
I mean, I think everybody's kind of in the shit. I could give out the bat call.
I was
What's
say
the
it's
bat
time to
sound
be
like?
James Gordon.
Time to start screeching, Max.
Shit, that's a pigeon. What's a fucking bat sound like? I'm gonna ask Google what a bat sounds like.
For a few moments,
I'm getting my head down,
Max.
using the truck as cover and trying to figure this the fuck out.
As Max is Googling to figure out what a bat sounds like and
Basically,
imitating a pigeon, Sergey, what are you doing in this moment as you are under gunfire?
Is Nick's like right in the doorway?
No, Nyx is maybe about 40 to 50 feet away from the front door. She has a semicircle of people around her. Also, there's a thing in the chat for Max from our local bat, and that the semicircle are firing upon the truck. It doesn't seem like they're really hurting it much, but that windshield's looking a little cracked.
Are there more inside the church?
You cannot see as the front door is closed.
how did the puppers get out if the front door is closed?
The dog was already outside.
Fuck.
The dog was hiding behind everyone. Please remember, I will say it again, Lila is a blood-bonded familiar. She is a familiar to Derek. Just like West has his bats, Derek has Lila. She can move on her own and control herself in her own way, but she is still tied to him and has supernatural abilities, strength, and power because of ingesting his vampiric blood.
And hopefully soon
So-
Nyx will have one. For emotional trauma last episode.
There's potentially a chance for that.
Crawl before
So-
you walk. We gotta survive this.
Sable's already on her way to help Nick's, right?
She is preparing to dash here in a moment. Yes.
Okay. And she told us that she's heading there, right?
Yeah, they gave you a quick reminder. Going.
Okay. So I trust their fighting capabilities, so I'm gonna put the truck through the front of the church.
You beat off with the truck. Max is left without his cover because he did not realize the truck was moving.
Oh shit! I thought Max was still in the truck.
Oh, I never got out of the truck. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just ducked.
No,
thought
no,
you
I
were
ducked
ducking when
down
you were-
in the cab.
Okay, then
100%.
you are still in the truck. Sergey, grabs hold of your seatbelt and kind of like pins you back with one arm.
Time to not
He
Max.
looks at you like, this is gonna hurt, and rams the semicircle, taking out about 15 of the 30 that are here. Or did I say 40? There were.
Let's say you said 30.
Yeah, we're gonna go with 30. You take out about half of this semicircle as you smash into the front steps. The truck goes slightly airborne as you go through the door. And as this happens, Max finally realizes that a bat just screeches. And as he is going through this front door and freaking out because he's gone airborne, he lets out an ear-piercing screech. And out of nowhere, as Sable is running to go help Nyx, there is a flash and a swarm of bats as you see West reappears and fucking tackle slams into Lila, forcing her to let go. And he looks to Sable. No, in. I got the dog. In.
I mean, I guess I'm going in.
As you run in, you see that West is battling with Lila. And he, with this newfound strength, he is biting her. He is throwing her around. His bats are swarming at her and swarming at the remaining semicircle of vampires out here. Jack and his friend are firing into the crowd as well while trying to help Nyx to their feet. You good there?
Fuck yeah, I'm glad I meant to do that. Let's fucking go! And I yell for Ray Ray. And kind of like just shout in whatever direction. Ray Ray, you better be fucking ass over here! And pull out my titty guns.
And as you are pulling out your guns, you see a glint of a smile behind 4 of these vampires in the semicircle. And out of nowhere, they just start getting stabbed. There's blood spurting from them. No one can literally see anything. And absolutely, Wes, there are titty guns, and your character has made a revisit. I'm allowing them to come back currently. And titty guns are important, okay? If there are not titty guns, this is not a Rose stream, okay?
If there's not titty guns, there's the booty gun.
I'm gonna mute stream and lurk. Well, that's no fun.
That is no fun.
This is the biggest battle of the entire series. Not that I've now revealed this to all the players, but this is the biggest battle I've put together.
And I'm gonna cackle as I run in and yell over my shoulder. Go, have fun, Jack! By the way, doggy rule has been lifted. Have fun!
Ray Ray smirks, and Wes looks. No, the dog's mine. I'm sick of this damn dog. He's mine. I'll get you that cat, by the way. You get the cat. I heard that earlier. You get cat.
And I
have something for you.
I just wink and be like, you better not fucking leave before I see you, sir.
And as he has launched into combat with him, Nyx, as you're running in, go ahead and give me a firearms and dexterity.
Sweet baby Ray. Rerolling 1.
All right, I will mention, I believe you were down by, what is that?
3.
3 willpower now?
Yeah.
All right, you're down by 3.
3
So
successes.
that looks like 7. 3 successes. You get some shots in. They are reeling back. Only 2 get a shot off at you. And only 1 hits. You catch a bullet to the side. It's not much. It's a small caliber gun. You only take 1 damage. Dable, were you running towards that front door as well now?
Yeah, that's what I said. I guess I'm running in.
Very well. Are you trying to attack anyone on your way in?
I
Or are
don't
you just
see
pushing
anyone
behind
on
the truck?
my way in at this immediate moment. Have I?
Okay, so let me reiterate how the battlefield was going. So there was a semicircle of 30 people. Crash with his truck went through about 15 of them. Some of them are now fully gone. The other ones are laying on the ground hurt. The other 15 were shooting down at Nyx, Jack, you, and the other guy. Lila is fighting with West. And 4 of them are now being stabbed out of that remaining 15. As there are still quite a few firing towards you guys.
Don't forget I injured some.
Yes, there are also another 2 that are injured.
And I see this all as I open the door.
This is not as you're entering this door. This is as you are running towards the door. These people are outside. You guys were stopped further back, pushing at the church. You now see that the church door is wide open because there's a big ass truck in it.
Okay. What is the closest threat?
say there are 3 that are still somewhat closer to the doorway.
Any of them by a wall?
They are by a wall. They're by the pillars of the church.
One closest to the wall, I am going to grab. I'm running a rouse check now. That fell off the table.
It's so annoying.
Woohoo! I got a 9.
A 9. You have kept the beast in check.
And I'm gonna take their shadow and grab them to the wall.
As you do this, they smash against the wall. They struggle as hard as they can. They can't move. And the other 2 that were there, they're stunned, giving you just enough time to slip past into the door. And as you and Nyx make it through the front door, seeing the truck that is slightly stuck in the air in the church door, because these are big church doors, kind of just dangling a little forward, you hear an extra hail of gunfire. And as you peek back, you can see that more of the Nosferatu have started to join this fight in helping Jack and his friend eliminate the outside force. But as everyone has arrived in the church, you look forward, and there are still 50 people in this church. But you do not see the prince, you do not see Erica, and you do not see Griff or Derek. The boss said not to let them through.
Quick question. Have the witches shown up yet?
Witches have not arrived just yet. They were a little further ways away when you guys messaged them.
Sergey, you fucking getting out or what?
Door pops open. Yeah, I'm getting out.
Let's fucking go, bitch.
2 doors pop open.
Blood, I would like to try to intimidate a room of 50 people.
Very well. You are going to activate Daunt, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, give me
Rouse
one rouse
check.
check. Yep.
That's success.
Perfect. As you get out this truck, your forehead is bleeding. When you hit that door, your head hit the steering wheel. And it is kind of cut open and bleeding a bit. But you have stepped out. You are looking almost like Brick from Borderlands. And you've got this big ass hammer up on your shoulder. And everyone looks and they're murmuring to themselves like, oh, fuck. And Max, as you roll out, you gotta kind of pop your arm back into place. Let out a small exclamation.
Ugh.
But everyone is not paying attention to you. Their eyes are on the man with the hammer.
Oh, awesome. Easily find the first closest person that's looking at him and try to take their head off with my shotgun.
Very
Click,
well.
click, boom.
Firearms and dexterity.
Shotgun's doing most of the work here.
It is a +3, I will say.
I rolled a 9 and 2 3s.
9 and 2 3s. We'll give you that +3. You don't decapitate anyone, but you definitely blow out someone's shoulder. And you hit the guy next to him. There are two of them that have dropped back, and they look injured.
Clack,
Uh,
clack.
What is the rest of this group doing?
Sergey's gonna clear his throat and try to continue on with this intimidation because, he notices, right?
Hmm?
That he notices that they're a little intimidated by him, right?
Absolutely. You can see everyone is
And
kind of taking a step back. They're
with what Max just
slowly
did,
drawing their guns.
he's gonna try to continue us. He's just gonna step forward and sling the hammer up across his back where the head's sitting like right beside his head. Look, I'm not going to bullshit or anything. Um, what just happened to your friend can happen to you unless you leave, or worse.
Can
Your
I
choice.
can I
5 seconds.
can I help him by walking up and putting my arm over his shoulder and kind of going, blowing out my gun and going, yeah, I'm fucking feeling crazy tonight, so make it easy, please.
I can promise you that the hammer will most definitely take head off.
Roll. Add. You're gonna do manipulation and charisma from Sergey. You're gonna add 1 dice for your presence, and you're gonna add 2 dice because of Nyx's manipulation helping you out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice.
Want a blood dice?
Correct. 1 a blood dice.
That is 4 successes.
4 successes. You see a few of the weaker, smaller looking ones towards the front. They look at each other and they drop their weapons and they start heading out. Like, fuck this. Nope. Nope. I didn't sign up for this shit. I didn't sign up for a big man with a hammer. Fucking Lila's out there fucking rolling around with that guy. Nope. Nope. But as they go to run, some of their comrades around them open fire. And all 5 of them that tried to run, they're mowed down in seconds. You are now down to 45 in here, and 2 of them are gravely injured.
Sergey, they picked the stupid choice. It's hammer time.
Dun dun dun. How close is one to me?
Closest one to you, you can get there in a turn. There's a group of 4 or 5 of them there.
He's gonna point at that group first, be like, "You're the first," and just take off towards them.
Melee and strength.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
45 dice. Go ahead.
Yeah.
One, 5 successes.
5 successes. With that, you cleave through 4 of them, and 4 of them get absolutely obliterated by the hammer. The last guy was able to duck out the way, and he pulls his gun and he fires at you. Give me a dexterity roll. And -1 from it because you were a big target.
No successes.
No successes. The shot hits you in the leg. It hits you right in the thigh. It doesn't cripple you, but your leg does bounce just a slight bit. You're going to take -1 superficial damage. Nyx and Sable, where are we going?
How many people did you say ran out?
5 are dead. We are now down, and then Sergey just killed another 4, so we're down to 41 left. We are playing this by horde rules of D&D, where if you hit over a certain level of success, you will kill quite a few. And their rolls will only be grouped as a group attack, not all individual. Because if we did that, we'd be here all night.
What's the likelihood of me being able to genuinely scare a large group of people?
Well, they are already kind of nervous. They're kind of intimidated by Sergey. They've now watched 9 of their people getting killed. They're feeling a little fearful. This is not exactly what they signed up for, but you can see the ones towards the back, about 20 of them back there. They are wearing black robes, and they look like they are devout followers. So it does not look like you'll be able to get everyone.
I'll take what I can get. What should I be rolling?
What are you using?
Probably a lovely combination of manipulation and pure unadulterated fear.
Okay, correction. What is it you're trying to do here? I don't see what it is you're trying to do. Are you doing compel, mesmerize, shadow cloak, shadow
No,
cast?
large scale.
So you're just trying to command a presence here?
Yeah.
All right, then give me dominate as well as charisma.
Alright. It's not gonna go well because I was hoping to use manipulation.
All right, your character is not built to intimidate.
Yes, she is. She has a focus in intimidation for corrosion. You know what word I'm trying to say.
Yeah, coercion, trying to force people to work with you. Not in a battle. That you'd need something like daunt. Daunt makes people afraid.
That's why I put high in manipulation. Ooh, critical success.
Critical success. There are a few who are looking towards you, and they've realized that you've come into this fight with brass knuckles. You don't have a gun in your hand. And a bunch of them look towards each other like, the fuck? And quite a few have started pointing their guns kind of in your general direction. But they're kind of trembling a little bit, realizing that this may not go in a good fashion. We're going to say 5 of them are shaking as they're looking at you.
I'll take 5.
Anything else you're doing?
Can I cast a shadow cloak?
That you can. And I will let this be a sweeping attack.
That's not an attack. Shadow
Oh,
cloak
never
gives
mind.
me
Okay,
his
I
stealth
read
and
it now.
intimidation. It's for next turn.
All right, then give me a rouse check for it.
It doesn't require a rouse.
All right, then you're just casting this. It has nothing to do.
It gives me ×2 to my stealth and intimidation for next turn.
All right, okay. This is what happens when you pick a character that I wasn't very familiar with. We're good. All right, so Sable is squaring up, preparing for next turn. And as you are squaring up, those 5 people are going to take shot to you. So go ahead and give me a dexterity roll.
Just dex or anything else?
Just dex, because you are just trying to dodge out the way.
Okay. One success?
Ooh, 1 success. They did take a -2 penalty, so only 1 shot hits you, but it catches you in the stomach. There's a -1 to your health there. But they are still shaking and nervous about you. They have seen you just get hit and you're still not moving. Nyx?
Since I got the titty guns pulled out and I see Sable doing her thing and Sergey doing his thing, I start covering kind of both of them and start shooting.
All right, give me that firearm and dexterity.
Three successes.
3 successes. They only had 1 success.
Bitches get
You-
stitches from Judge Judy.
You're firing through. You drop another 3. We are down to 38 people left. And as this is going on and everything seems to be getting a little worse, and you realize you're not making much of a dent in this force, you hear strange chanting coming from behind you as the doors get blown open and the pack of witches shows up. They start chanting, and you see 10 of the lesser kindred in the front, the 10 ghouls there, their necks all snap. We are down to 28 left as the witches are using the truck as cover, and Miss Sherry is walking in behind them. And as you are able to see outside in this moment, you can see that West is looking pretty bloodied, but he is holding his own very well against Lila. She is panting and losing strength this moment. And the rest of the vampires out there are almost dead. The, bad ones are. Back up to the top of the order with Max.
Really quick side note. I don't know why when you said the witches came in, I got the scene from Shrek 3, Snow White walking in and doing that that song.
Kind of similar. Not as big and showy, but,
Still same feeling.
they brought an intimidation level. Yeah.
Now that Max's blood is kind of calming down, now that we've gone through the building, now that we're in the fight, I'm going to use Auspex 1 and activate Sense the Unseen. And then do a quick scan to see if there's anybody hiding, anybody trying to obfuscate, anybody trying to outside of Sable, of course, because I obviously don't care what she's doing, but she gave me a great idea. I should be looking for that stuff.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. It is wits plus Auspex.
I'm going to admit on this end I rolled bad.
I got 5 successes, bro.
Hmm.
And 3 of
As
them
you're
are 6
looking,
Mark of the Beast.
as you are looking around, you see no one is hidden on this bottom level. But sitting up on a balcony, up at the top, just looking down, smiling, you see Lucian smirking, wearing a sleeveless vest, just looking down at this crowd, licking his blades.
Oh, I don't even think twice about that. Aim anywhere towards him. Whether I hit him or not is irrelevant. And pull the trigger of that giant fucking cannon I'm using.
Arms and dexterity.
I got an 8.
Ooh, he tied you. So the shot from this shotgun, it misses. It scatters around him. But he takes notice that you've noticed him. And he smirks towards you. And then he hides behind the pillar up there. You see him just slowly slink off behind it.
I just hope he's not the only one that notices up there.
Sable, give me a wits and awareness.
one critical success and one failure, but it wasn't a failure on my blood die.
As you hear Max firing again, you look up kind of in the general direction that he was firing, and you look to him, looking a little confused.
We got a spy.
I'm going to look up at where he was previously looking.
As you look up, you see no one there, but you see the bullet wounds in the wall.
Fun times. I cannot see the spy. He cannot be my problem.
He's undercover. He's undercover. Lucian up top.
I still can't see him, so there's not much I can do about him.
I think that's all I can do on my action.
All right, then we are heading on to Sergey, who is attacking next.
Is the one guy still there that shot me, standing like right beside me?
He is still right there by you. He's trying to get another shot in.
He'll look at him and point the hammer at him and be like, "I'll be back for you," and dash towards the next group and swing.
He blinks, nervous, and within
I want
that
him.
blink,
I want him to
he is
watch. I want him to watch what's about to happen, so he knows.
gone. Well, as he was preparing to shoot you again, he blinked for a second, and out of nowhere, you're not there, and he turns his head as he hears you swing at the group behind him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 successes.
7 successes. You take out a group of 8 of them. There were 8 of them still grouped up right here. Everyone has been absolutely obliterated. There are body parts flying everywhere. And in this moment, he is too nervous to even fire at you. He looks stunned and drops.
He'll just look back and be like, "Don't worry, I will not forget about you."
Next,
I push up next to Sergey and shoot not the one that he clearly is talking to, but I shoot around him and that one vampire.
very well. You guys are left with a 20 that seem like more devout followers.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Go ahead and roll it.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. You take out 3 of these guys. These ones are a little more hardy. They are a little more prepared for what is about to be happening. And as you take out 3, 4 fire at you. Go ahead and dex me. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth.
I was about to say
crazy.
after you take me to dinner first. 2 successes.
2 successes. Oof. They only had 1 success and they had 2 critical failures.
I had one critical. I had 1 critical success on that too.
Oof. Yeah, they had 2 ones they rolled. They fired wide and just spraying out. In fact, in the fact that they were spraying out, they hit another one of their guys. They are down to 16. They have 16 left because they accidentally clipped their own dude. He moved and they shot the wrong way. Sable, you see the field is clearing up. Go ahead.
I was just gonna go, I cackle and just yell, "You fuckers can't shoot for shit!"
Well, it's a stressful situation, okay?
No, it ain't, fucker!
Sable, it is your turn. The field is looking a lot more cleared. Sergei has been coming through like a wrecking ball, cleaving a pathway forward. You still remember the balcony where Max was shooting at. You can clearly reach it if you wanted. You have a decision to make. Do you stick with the group, or do you chase your sire?
I'm sticking with the group right now.
Very well.
That's what Max said to do in the beginning, and that's what I am choosing to stay to do. Is there anybody close by that is not paying attention to me?
They're within range. They're closer towards the altar. And a lot of them are now all looking towards Sergei and Nyx as they have just wiped out their numbers. So almost all of them are staring at them.
I am going to duck around so I can get a better shot on somebody with a little bit more hidden.
Attacking from the shadows. Go ahead.
What would you like me to roll? Just my standard?
Do your strength and your brawl, but because of the fact that you are using Shadow Cloak and you are stealthing, go ahead and add 2 to that.
We brought our own ninja.
5 successes?
5 successes. You just start swinging your way through. You knock out 3 more. You are just absolutely blasted to the back of their skulls. Fist right through their head. And in this moment, as the witches prepare to attack, everyone hears the fucking church door below open. And you see a large black mass gets thrown in at the altar, knocking down the 3 people that were standing there. And as everyone looks, it is Lila's body. As everyone turns to look through the door, West is standing there bloodied, looking battered as hell, and pissed. I am sick of the goddamn dog! In that moment, you notice he does something that you've not seen before. He twists his hand forward, and you see the ones that were hit by Lila, their bones start to crack, their limbs twist in unnatural ways, and they shatter. Nyx, you remember this. You remember when you were fighting out in the swamps of the mansion, when Christina did this. And fleeting, the memory comes back to you of when you were in the cemetery holding Morgana's lifeless body, of West feeding on Christina. And you realize that he has gained a lot of her abilities.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. I just yelled to him, West, not only are we talking about my kitty, we're talking about some other things too. And I just give him a very serious but like empathetic look, like serious as in, you're not in trouble, but we need to talk.
He nods towards you, and even the witches look a little shocked at him, but they go ahead and they cast their magic, and they remove the final 10 people in the room. They have crippled them. They have turned them into a red mist. As the four of you and these witches are in the room, and West is propped up against the door, breathing heavy.
Is my little guy that I pretty much mind fuck still down on his knees?
He is still there. The witches look towards him and they were about to cast, and then Miss Sherry looks like, no. That's his. That's the big man. You don't mess with that.
I give a nod over to her too. I'm like, yep, that's his. Don't touch him.
And where's the door at? That would the secret door?
The secret door is under the altar. It is a mere 10 to 15 feet away from you.
So is it like the altar moves and the door opens, or you move the altar, then there's still the door there?
I can't tell you that.
Oh.
Good thing you got a battering ram there, though.
He is the battering ram.
I'm gonna go back and grab the little guy by his leg and start dragging him over to the altar. Are you scared?
He is shaking, and there is some regular tears running down his cheek. He seems that he's only a lesser ghoul, so he doesn't have blood tears, and he's shaking like, yep, yeah, I'm a little scared. This is going bad. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Had you left at the beginning, I would have let you go. But now, I need something to knock on a door.
Thank God you're doing this. I was
And when I get over there to the altar, I'm just gonna freaking as hard as I can just bring him over my head and slam him into the altar.
Give me a strength and brawl roll, please. And add that presence to it.
Oh, I get to add one.
Hmm.
Let's see. One. It is 4 successes.
4 successes. You pick this man up. It is like he weighs nothing. And you are slamming him against the altar. You are pounding him into it. And eventually, it slides with a loud screech of the metal and stone grinding against the ground. And it slides open. And you are left holding what resembles a Halloween decoration of a person. And the door is open.
Hammer would have been faster, but it works.
Max, as this door opens, you see a glint of a white figure going down the steps.
Going down which steps?
Down the secret steps.
I'm gonna quick put my back to the truck and reload my shotgun.
No worries, that's a free action. Continue forward.
Awesome. And then I'm rushing over to the secret doors and shotgun first. Leading. I see any movement. That's not Sergey, obviously.
Very well. And who all is following?
I'll follow.
As much as I want to talk to Wes about his newfound power, I go down.
If we're all going down, I'm letting Sergey go first.
I will gladly go first.
Aces in their places, folks.
All right. As we're going to be wrapping up here in a moment, let's set a fun little scene for next time. Sergey chucks the lifeless body off to the side, and he forces his way through this small opening under the altar. We'll say he has a flashlight on hand or he uses his phone, and he's able to illuminate the pathway forward. Max, quietly tucked behind him, following his path, and Nyx is following as well. However, as Sable approaches the altar and prepares to go down, she is grabbed and thrown across the church. She clatters against a few of the rows of pews, bashing right through it. And as everyone hears this down in the tunnel, the door slams shut. The altar is back in place. Within a few moments, the witches are pushed out the door with West. And the door seems magically barricaded. And as Sable starts getting up from her knees, up from being knocked onto the ground, Lucian appears from the shadows. My, little one. Looks like it's time that we finish that conversation from earlier. Sable, is there anything you would like to say at this moment?
I told you a long fucking time ago to stop calling me that.
Let's see you make me. And he lunges forward at you. And with that, we are going to cut for this episode. The group is now split. 3 of them underground, stuck back below the ground here. They have seen this door shut. They know it cannot be reopened currently. And they know that Sable may very well be under attack. Their only way forward, or their only way is forward. Forward towards unknown circumstances. And the question now lies, which La Sombra will hold the title of the last remaining one? Will Max finally see the prince freed? Maybe he'll find a way to rise to even higher power. And who wins in our giant grudge match? Derek or Sergey? Tune in next Sunday to see the rest of this fight play out. And then we will have one final episode for you after that the following week, when we will also pick our final winner for our Toys for Tots charity event. You will win a free $20 gift of your choosing, whether it is gift card or video game. And we will have an incredible time. And this week we are actually going to raid out because I've got some stuff to do tonight, so I won't be able to join for our normal video that we watch. So let's see who we're going to hit up here. Oh, good God, my fucking PC is lagging like a bitch.
I'm just going to say really quick, for my stream, I am going to end it tonight, like usual, even though I'm not sticking around either because I got to be up for work.